Welcome to part 2, Summer, Anti-Aging Skincare Evening Edition, or as I prefer to think of it, Well-Aging Skincare. Unfortunately, I still feel the need to use the words anti-aging in the video title. It's a super popular search term. The algorithm loves it, and it does help YouTube push my videos out so more people can find them. But to be clear, I am not trying to anti-age. Growing older is a gift for which I am truly grateful. In fact, I feel more comfortable in my skin in my 60s than I ever have at any other age. My goals are simply to help my skin look and feel its healthiest, glowiest, and prettiest as I am growing older, gratefully. Also, I am not a dermatologist, I am not an esthetician, I am not giving medical advice. I'm just sharing what's working for me. As always, I do have timestamps, product links, discount codes, and there are so many Memorial Day sales going on right now. I will include some Memorial Day sale recommendations in the description box below. And with that, let's jump into it. Today we are going through my fastest and my easiest skincare routine yet. As I said last week, my skin is less dry and just overall much happier in the warmer, more humid summer months, so I don't feel the need for as many hydrating layers. And I really love to simplify my skincare routine in the busy summer months, and this edited down version is perfect for travel. Well, last week's morning skincare routine was all about protection, antioxidant protection, protection from the sun. My evening skincare routine is designed to support my body's ability to heal and restore itself. At night, while we sleep, our body goes into restore and repair mode, which is one of the reasons sleep is so important. It is always very important to do a very thorough cleanse every single evening. Even more so in the summer when we may be sweating, we are layering SPF. I am a huge proponent of the double cleanse to ensure we are getting every single trace of sweat, grime, SPF, and makeup off. There are lots of really great cleansing oils and balms. Two of my favorites, Bay Harbor Beauty Saki Cleansing Balm. This is very rich in emollient, and I tend to use this one a little bit more in the winter. Today I'm going to use one of my old favorites, the Hada Labo Cleansing Oil. You can see it's almost gone. This is just a very simple, very effective, and gentle cleansing oil. When you are doing a double cleanse, you are going to apply your balm or your oil to your dry face. And I am always looking for oils and balms that do not irritate my eyes, because this is also how I take my mascara, my eye makeup off, and literally everything. I do have pretty much a full face of makeup on. But the magic occurs when we add a little bit of water to the oil. So I've massaged the oil in. I'm dipping my fingers into a bowl of water, and I am applying the water to the oil. And I hope you can see that that oil is now turning sort of a creamy white. That is the water emulsifying the oil. I am working this emulsified oil all over my face, including my eyes, to get all my eye makeup off and down my neck. The emulsification process is what actually dissolves the traces of makeup and SPF. If I were at my sink, I would rinse at my sink, but of course I am not at my sink, so I'm going to take a microfiber cloth and just remove the oil. This is actually my makeup eraser microfiber cleansing cloth. Can you see all that makeup and grime and sunscreen? The Hada Labo Cleansing Oil did a really nice job dissolving my SPF and makeup, including most, if not all, of my eye makeup. But I still like to go in with a second cleanse to ensure I'm getting all traces of residue off. And for the second cleanse, I like to use a very gentle, non-foaming, non-stripping cream cleanser Last week during my AM skincare routine, I shared how much I was enjoying the Aveeno Calm and Restore Exfoliating Cleanser. This is not a cleanser I would use twice a day because I would not want to over exfoliate my skin. So for my evening cleanse, I'm going back to one of my all-time favorite cream cleansers, my beloved Mad Hippie Cream Cleanser, which I have talked about a million times before. It is just a very gentle, very hydrating, very spa-like cream cleanser that it just feels like it's giving me a spa-like experience. It has jojoba oil, macadamia seed oil. So creamy, so hydrating, so gentle, doesn't irritate my eyes. I'm just going to take a moment and massage that into my skin. And once again, I will rinse. I am taking a clean makeup eraser microfiber cleansing cloth, and I will just wipe that off. Now I know my skin is absolutely clean, but it feels very moisturized, not stripped. Lovely, lovely, lovely. In the winter, when my skin is extra dry, immediately after cleansing, while my skin is still damp, I will go in with layers of hydrating essences and toners to seal in hydration, such as my beloved Tsukiyaka Suhada Urea Moisturizing Lotion, which is really more of a watery essence, and my latest discovery, Merit Great Skin. This is a beautiful, essence / serum. Both of these add and seal in hydration beautifully, and I use these AM and PM all winter long. Now that it is spring and summer and there's more humidity in the air and my skin isn't quite as dry, I really don't feel the need to use this, but I do want to show you the consistency and how easily it applies, because this is just such a unique watery essence that really adds hydration in an amazing way. The ingredients, I think there's ceramides, there's glycerin, hyaluronic acid, for sure urea. I will list some of the ingredients in the description box below, but this just does an amazing job adding and sealing in hydration. Super easy, super affordable. I have been using and loving this for years. Next up in my skincare routine is usually a serum. Some of my favorite serums include DRMTLGY, the Needleless Serum, The Ordinary, the Buffet Serum. Both of these serums loaded with peptides, including copper peptides. Another favorite serum you've heard me talk about many times is Timeless Coenzyme Q10 Serum. Not only does it have antioxidant coenzyme Q10, but it has Matrixyl 3000 peptide complex. All of these serums I use and love and recommend, not all at the same time, however. However, in the interest of paring this skincare routine down to the bare minimum, I am skipping all the serums and proceeding straight to the #1 cream that I have included in my evening skincare routine for well over 20 years that I never want to be without, and that is my Tretinoin. Available only by prescription and is commonly accepted to be the gold standard to treat all the signs of aging. For many of the past 20+ years, I would purchase my prescription Retin A, which is just a brand name for Tretinoin, every year while I was on winter vacation in Mexico. It is over the counter there and very easy to find at any pharmacy. However, I haven't been back to Mexico since before the pandemic. So for the past several years, I was receiving my prescription Tretinoin from Curology, and then I switched from Curology to their sister company agency a little over a year ago. Although I have had the pleasure of partnering with the agency in the past, this video is not sponsored. Very briefly, Agency is an online dermatology service that I went into at length in last week's video, so I'm not going to go into detail here. I will link last week's video in the cards and in the description box below. I will also put a link on the screen and in the description box below if you would like to do some further research on Agency. What I love about my Agency Future formula is that in addition to my prescription Tretinoin, it also contains 3 other actives in one treatment cream. My Future formula contains 0.1% Tretinoin, 5% azelaic acid, 5% tranexamic acid, and 4% niacinamide, all working together to address multiple signs of aging, including sun damage, wrinkles, texture, and pigment. Now, your formula may be a little bit different because it will be based on your individual consult with the agency dermatology professional. Another thing I love is the airtight pump that delivers the exact dose that I need for my entire face. Now you can see the consistency is a little bit runny. I find the consistency of my future formula much more elegant than the generic Retin A cream I used to get. Anyway, this spreads beautifully and easily all over my face. You are going to notice I'm not applying it to the corners of my mouth or my chin. Even though I've been on tretinoin for over 20 years, that area has never acclimated and I can get a severe irritation. In fact, sometimes I even pre-apply a little bit of Vaseline there just to prevent it from sort of drifting over. I do apply it pretty much everywhere else, just under my eyebrows, on the crow's feet, just on the lower orbital bone, but I do take care not to get it too close to my eyes. Many people can't tolerate it in the corners of their nose. Many people cannot tolerate it on the neck. For some reason, I don't know why, but my neck tolerates it quite well. So I am going to put another pump on my neck. But I am going to warn you, do as I say, not as I do, because many people really can't tolerate it on their neck. There are some over-the-counter vitamin A derivatives that you might want to look into for your neck, and I will share those in just a minute. Anyway, future formula applied, like I said, it applies beautifully, it's very silky, and it is as easy as that. Like I said earlier, there are some over-the-counter vitamin A derivatives that are much more gentle than prescription tretinoin, and I will just review them really quickly. The main difference is prescription tretinoin is the active form of retinoic acid. Once tretinoin is applied to the skin, it goes to work immediately at the cellular level to stimulate collagen, elastin, and increase skin cell turnover. The weakest of the over-the-counter vitamin A derivatives is retinol, OL. Retinol, once applied to the skin, must undergo 2 chemical conversions to become the active retinoic acid. So while it is much more gentle than tretinoin, it also takes a little bit longer to see results. One step up from retinol is retinal, AL, retinaldehyde. Retinaldehyde, once applied to the skin, only needs to undergo 1 chemical conversion to become the active retinoic acid. So while retinal is stronger than retinol, it's still a little bit weaker than tretinoin, but still much fewer side effects. I know that some people have concerns about using tretinoin or vitamin A derivatives in the summertime. My personal experience is that I have been using prescription strength tretinoin 5 or 6 nights a week, year-around, including beach vacations, for well over 20 years without any problem whatsoever. I am, however, very diligent with my sun protection, and I very often wear a wide-brimmed hat. Having said that, I do know that some people either reduce the frequency of their tretinoin or perhaps alternate tretinoin with a retinol, retinal. You know, this is a question for your dermatology provider. You must listen to your skin and your instincts. But for me personally, my skin actually tolerates tretinoin a little bit easier in the summer because my skin is not as dry, it's not as sensitive, it's more resilient. So for me, tretinoin in the summer is really easy. Next up is my agency dark spot formula, which specifically treats hyperpigmentation. I use my dark spot formula both AM and PM. I did talk about this at length in last week's video, which again is linked in the description box below, so I will be brief. But actually, this is the main reason that I switched from Curology to agency, because I really wanted to get hydroquinone into my routine. Hydroquinone is available only by prescription and is the gold standard for treating hyperpigmentation. everything from sunspots to melasma. In addition to hydroquinone, my dark spot formula also contains kojic acid, azelaic acid, green tea extract, resveratrol, all fantastic antioxidant, anti-inflammatory, anti-pigment active. With hydroquinone, it's very important that you cycle on and off again about every 2 months. So I am currently finishing up my non-hydroquinone rotation, and because this is non-hydroquinone, this goes right after my future formula and before my night cream. Now, in a couple of weeks when I get my hydroquinone formula, I would do my future formula Tretinoin, then my night cream, then my dark spot formula. But because this doesn't contain hydroquinone, I can apply it all over my face. Again, we have a very nice pump that delivers the correct amount for my entire face. You can see it's a little bit of a thicker cream. And I just apply this literally all over my face. When I get my hydroquinone, like I said, I will do my future formula Tretinoin, then my night cream, and then when I am applying my hydroquinone dark spot formula, I will sort of do more of a spot treatment like for that. I will apply it to the tops of my forehead where I am prone to getting sunspots. I will apply it to the sides of my cheeks where I am prone to getting sunspots. But I do not apply my hydroquinone formula all over my face. To wrap up my evening skincare routine is, of course, a night cream. Now today I chose to use my DRMTLGY Peptide Night Cream. I specifically chose this one today since we skipped my standalone peptide serums. This is loaded with 5 different peptides, so a great way to get peptides into my evening skincare routine. You know, it is a very rich and creamy, I'm using too much, I'm overusing it, I'm going to apply it to my neck as well. A very rich and creamy, but really lightweight consistency. I have repurchased this more times than I can count. In fact, I already have a backup. I almost always purchase multiples during one of the dermatology sales. I think I bought 2 during the anniversary sale, and if you miss the anniversary sale, they're having a pretty good Memorial Day sale. Although I always have a 20% discount code in the description box below. I really enjoy it as a night cream in the summer. In the wintertime, I often use it as a day cream for my extra dry skin. And again, I am applying it all over around my eyes and of course down my neck. In the interest of simplicity, I'm not using a standalone neck cream, so I want to be very generous on my neck. Oh my gosh, I lied. That wasn't quite the last step in my evening skincare routine. These last 2 steps I often forget to share with you, but I do want to mention Revitalash, and I do consider this to be part of my evening skincare routine. I have been using Revitalash Eyelash Growth Serum for several years. I'm on sort of the maintenance where I only use this about 4 times a week, but I did want to mention it because Revitalash and Dermstore are both offering this, I believe, for around 20% off. This is pretty pricey, so I always try to buy it on sale. You know, it's just super easy. It comes with this little eyeliner wand, and I simply, like I said, I use it about 4 nights a week for maintenance, and I just apply it at the base of the eyelashes, very much like an eyeliner. Now, I know there are several different eyelash serums around, but this has been so effective for me that I don't want to try anything else. So Revitalash, love it. It's on sale. I have been experimenting with Revita Brow. It comes with more of a doe foot applicator. You know, for a while I was putting Revitalash in my eyebrows and it didn't really do much, but I do feel like I am getting some results with the Revita Brow. And again, I do think both Revitalash and Revita Brow are on sale. The very last step, my very last step, I do use my City Lips lip gloss as a sleeping mask at night. This is just so rich and hydrating. When I apply this at night, it just makes my lips feel so moisturized. I wake up, they feel really good. It does have a little bit of a vanilla scent. This is pricey. I always wait for a sale. I do believe they're having a BOGO, buy one, get one free sale. And I love it. Now, City Beauty did send me a couple of months ago in PR. I'm not sure what this is called. This is their, I can't read it, City Lips. This is a night oil. It's a sleeping oil for the lips. You know, I like it, but I actually prefer the lip gloss because it stays on a little bit better. It's a little bit more occlusive. This is really nice. It's more of an oil. It is very hydrating, but I still reach for my lip gloss over my lip oil. In spite of the fact that I really simplified my evening skincare routine down to just a few steps, I don't feel like I'm missing out on anything. We did a gentle, effective double cleanse. I have my Tretinoin Future formula loaded with actives, my Agency Dark Spot formula loaded with actives, and my Peptide Night Cream loaded with peptides. Fast, easy, effective, and perfect for summer travel. And please share your skincare favorites, tips, and tricks for the summer months. I always look forward to visiting with you in the comment section. And with that, have yourself a safe and happy Memorial Day, and I hope to see you in my next video.